Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle. If you're new here, I am a 23-year-old YouTuber who loves to make videos about my life and literally anything that people will listen to. Don't forget to watch my last video. It was learning how to do the wop dance, and it was a very transformative period in my life. So today's video is very old school. I'm taking it back with my first time tag. Now you're probably thinking, first time? Well, you'll find out. So I think this tag actually started in 2016. So I'm just, like a mild 5 years off the bat. Yes, quick maths. So I have emailed myself the questions and there's only 25. So I'm gonna do a speed round of my first times. Here we go. What was your first tweet? So I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it was when I was younger. I wanted to have a web show, basically like a YouTube channel, right? I wanted to have a web show like iCarly. So I remember with my friend, I was like, let's make a web show. What should we call it? And it was actually called No Clue Web Show. And I checked on YouTube, it's been taken down, but we never really made episodes, maybe like one. But I had a Twitter for this web show. So the tweet is, my first tweet: warning, notes on this Twitter profile may contain traces of randomness. If that doesn't speak to its age, I don't know what will. Number 2, my first YouTube video. So if you've seen my About Me video, I have had loads of YouTube channels. My first one, I really don't know whether it was my No Clue Web Show video or actually a personal video. I have no clue. But I did make a video for my dad about his Lotus Cortina, which I'll insert here, and this now has thousands of views. So if only we could monetize that channel, that would be great. First person I subscribed to on YouTube, I think it's got to be Charlie Is So Cool. What videos did he make? I think he made like funny skits, and now he does like very sciencey videos, completely different. But he was one of the only people making videos, when YouTube first came out, that I saw anyway. So yeah, Charlie's So Cool, and if you know, you know. My first profile picture. So I made the executive decision to delete traces of my most embarrassing pictures. So the one I'm gonna pop up onto the screen now is actually from 2013, and it's okay, it's not embarrassing. But I remember I used to edit my pictures on, I can't remember the site, but basically, I remember distinctly, I had this picture and then the camera was up here, so I was looking down, you could see my eyelashes. I made it black and white, and then the caption was forever and always. And I don't know if this is an English thing, if this was an age thing. Everyone used to kind of do the side pout, so it'd be so the picture was me like this, I wish I kept it just for the pure embarrassment, but I'm glad I deleted it because of the pure embarrassment. Do you still talk to your first love? I have a funny story about that. Maybe I should make a story time. I do and I don't. I'm very friendly with all of my exes, including my first love, but his girlfriend got really erratic, and so no, he had to block me because his girlfriend said so. But I still talk to his family every once in a while, so I would do if he didn't have a crazy girlfriend. What was your first alcoholic drink? Straight vodka. Great memories. What was your first job? My first job was working at Costa Coffee when I was 14 years old. I was the first person in my year to have a job, because legally you cannot work until you're 16, but you can work at 14 with a limited amount of hours with your parents' signature. So I worked at Costa Coffee for about 3 years, I think. And yes, if you're not from the UK, Costa is basically a Starbucks. What was your first car? Still don't have one, so we'll find that out soon, hopefully. Who was the first person to text you today? I think no one, because Mike lives in the US, so I see his messages from the night before. Maybe my auntie. My auntie messaged the group chat, so we'll go. Actually, no, was it Elise? No, we'll just go with my auntie, so no one messaged me today directly. Who was your first teacher? I'm gonna say for year 1 it was Mrs. Rippin in Oxford. I went to a school called, well, it doesn't matter, but Oxford, Mrs. Rippin. Where did I go on my first airplane ride? It's got to be Tobago. I think my mum took me there when I was months old so I could see my grandparents. Who is your first best friend and do you still talk? So maybe year 7, Shelley. Do we still talk? No. Where was your first sleepover? So growing up, my mum was really strict, very protective. I could go to no one's houses for sleepovers, they could only come to mine. So to be able to go to my first sleepover was probably at my ex-best friend Amber's, and yeah, that was like momentous. What's the first thing you do in the morning? I'm so guilty of it, and like I shouldn't. It's check my phone. Like I do try, think I'll check my phone after I've made a tea, after I've done skipping, but like I have this itch, like I want to check notifications. So it's something I definitely need to work on. Nothing on Instagram is that important. What was the first concert you've ever been to? So I actually went to S Club 7 with my older sister Natalie. That was her like present, but my first concert that I wanted to go to was Hilary Duff. First broken bone, never broken one, I don't think. I was in a motorcycle accident, so actually I need to check the bone on my foot, but I don't think it's broken. First piercing were my front lobes. My mum actually pierced these for me when I was like a month old, so I know that has a lot of stigma against it. People say, you know, it's child cruelty, you shouldn't, you know, do these things when they're so young without their consent, but you know, I'm grateful my mum pierced my ears, so that's all I have to say. First fun country I've been to, the same as my first airplane ride, Tobago. First movie I remember seeing. I remember watching The Others when I was like 8 years old, but first movie. Probably a Disney movie. It's got to be a Disney movie, right? Like those are the first movies you watch growing up, but I cannot tell you for the life of me what my first one was. When was your first detention? I've never had one. Oh wait, actually I had isolation, which is probably worse than detention, so I should explain this. Basically, isolation is where they take you out of class and you have to do your same classwork, but like in a corridor or in a room, like you're not allowed to be with your class, which is actually probably worse than detention. And I got it because it was the last day of term and I got acrylic nails, and you're not allowed to have acrylic nails. And I remember the day before when we got them done, we saw a teacher in this nail salon, and she said, oh, look, girls, you know that you can't wear that to school. We were like, oh, like you won't get like bold colours, you know. She said, don't worry, I won't say anything. The next day, the head of the year comes in. I'm just going to do a quick random nail inspection. Come straight over to us. And I thought, that? Couldn't you just kept your mouth shut? So for the last day, I had to just sit in a corridor and do work. And the thing is, you're saying that having false nails takes away from someone's studies, but you removing me from my classroom for the whole day because of my nails is actually what affected my studies. And the last day of term, ridiculous. Who was your first roommate? So in England, we don't have roommates. Like you don't really share a room with people, but you share houses. So my first housemate would be my ex-best friend. I don't want to say her name. Let's go with Holly. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Because of Corona, I've bloody not left the house pretty much, so ask me next year. When was your first kiss? My first kiss was actually at 16, and I remember saying, oh, like I've kissed someone before, because like I was embarrassed because all my friends had kissed people, and then when it came to kiss I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, but it was fun. And then last question, who did you first watch on YouTube? This is kind of the same. Charlie Is So Cool, like Community Channel. Who else? Andrea Russell. Oh my god, Lex and Sid. If you guys know Lex and Sid, you get bonus points. I hope one day I actually get to meet them because they really shaped my childhood. That's insane. Lex and Sid, also known as the Lex and Sid Show. But yeah, what great memories. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it was interesting to hear about my first times. Okay, I did kind of catch you out there, sorry. But yeah, it was nice to reminisce on those sort of channels, those things that I've done that I've forgotten about. My first tweet, oh my god. Yeah, good times. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. It really helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment down below, maybe answering some of the questions yourself. I would love to know about your first times too. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell. I release 2 new videos every single week, and I'd love for you to come along on my journey with me. So until the next time, guys, see you next time. Bye.